So to get this image to randomly appear, we need to make a collection of all the images and then choose one from it randomly. So first we'll make a collection like this. We can go ahead and put it at the top. Equals square brackets, quotes, llama1, close square brackets. And so I need to explain what I've done here. I made a list of animals, and in the first spot, I chose the name of this animation right here. So I'm going to go through and do all of them, and I'll cut this bit out of the video so you don't have to watch me type. But every time in quotation marks, just like that, the name of the image. Okay, so now I've got them all typed in, and so that you can see them all together, I'm going to scoot this over. So this thing is an array or a list. And now what I could do is, instead of saying llama1, I could say, give me animal in the 0 position. Like that. That needs to be a square bracket. Animal in the 0 position. So it's going to go here. This is position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I run that, it still works. But now I have the power to be able to change it like that. So I can cycle through all of them. And I know some people prefer to see this in text, so I'm going to switch it over here. So if you need to pause it and look at it in text, this is all just initializing. Okay, back to blocks for me. And now I want to randomize which one it starts on. So I'm going to make a variable called guess index, and I'm going to set it to a random number between 0, which is this position, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So between 0 and 6 will give me all of my choices. Let's just check right here. I'll put in guess index. Let's reset a few times. 5, 5, 6, 3, 6. It's 3 and 6. There's a 1. Okay, so it's truly random. Instead of saying give me animal in position 2, let's say give me animal in position whatever the guess index happens to be. So now when I run it, I should get a random image every time. So that's working. If you have some images that are huge or tiny, you can come over here inside of the animation tab and resize them all to something uniform. I think I made mine all roughly a height of 225 and then just let their width adjust on its own. Okay, so now we're randomly choosing an animal from that list. Now let's add a score onto the screen. It's the last thing we need. So we're just going to make a variable called score and set it equal to 0. Inside the draw loop, which we don't have yet, let's put the draw sprites in there. Okay, inside the draw loop, we want to draw the score on the screen. And I guess we're going to need a background too. So we're just going to go to the text block. Let's go ahead and make the text size bigger. And we're going to write inside quotes, we're going to write score, colon, space. And then outside the quotes, we're going to say plus score. This one's just going to write the word score on the screen. This one's going to write the value of that variable, which is currently 0. And let's put it down here at, say, 200, 300. That's not far enough down. So let's do 150, 350. Maybe just a little bit further down. Okay, that works. So our score is currently 0. Now we need to check if this button or this button has been clicked. So we're going to need an if. So that'll be inside the draw loop. We've got to check several things. One, we need to know where our mouse is, right? So if our mouse is over llama word, make sure, yep, I made it with a capital W. But that's, well, let's just do it and see what happens. And we're going to say score equals score plus 1. So let's test that that part's working. If my mouse is over a llama word, the score goes up. Okay, that's cool. Let's copy that. Paste it to do the same for alpaca word. Okay. Well, we also want to know if they actually clicked it, right? Because they could just be hovering and thinking. So let's do a double and so we can check for two things at the same time. going to put mouse went down right there, and mouse went down right there. Okay, let's put it back to blocks, hide this so you can see it all. So this is the part we're talking about. Is the mouse over it, and did the mouse go down? That part's working. Okay, now after the score goes up, we also want to change the picture because we're stuck on this one. So what we'll do, we're going to take this line to set the new, actually we need to take this line that created a new index. So it picked a new number from this list, and I want to copy this guy. We need to get a new random number before we change the animation. We got to take var off because you only use var when you create a new variable. So we'll switch to text mode, take the var off. It's a good chance for those of you all who prefer the text mode to see it all together. Okay, so now the scores are going to go up and it's going to get a new picture. But right now it's not actually checking if anything's right.